All right, well, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, June 17th, 2024. We got contract rollover this week. I am still on the June contract. However, I do want to point out that we have just kind of tipped the boat there. Now we have more volume, at least in the overnight session so far, on the September contract. So technically, I would like to have this rolled over today, but it's the last day. We'll stay on this June contract, and then tomorrow it will be on the September contract. Another kind of housekeeping thing I want to mention is I will be on vacation this week and will not be here probably from tomorrow to Friday. So don't expect any broadcasts. I maybe can jump in if I do have the time, but I probably will not be here for the rest of the week. And then we'll be back to regular broadcasting after that. So let's take a look real quick at Friday. To be honest with you, Friday was a little bit of a tricky market because it didn't really go anywhere for a long time, right? It just kind of chopped in a little area. It did trend higher, but didn't really do a whole lot here for the first couple hours. If you were looking for a decent trend and a push out of the range that we're trying to get outside of, right? Let me just pull up the higher time frames. We need to get outside of basically Thursday and Friday's range, and you saw back at the end of last week, we were trying to get outside of that range of, I think, Wednesday, and basically stayed inside of it on Thursday, basically stayed inside of it on Friday. Yes, trending down in one of these, I guess you could call it a bull flag if you want, and now here we are kind of still sitting inside of the range, basically right around 50% of this whole range right now, right? So we're still kind of stuck in this choppy situation, and on Friday there, they weren't able to really pull it out. But let's take a look and see what happened here. Again, just super choppy, nothing really notable, right? They were just kind of meandering back and forth around the mean for the day, and just kind of basically travel back and forth. I don't have anything here. I mean, you do have, as the market was selling off, you did have that opportunity right there to go ahead and try the tag of the 200 as we were breaking lower. I mean, that is that textbook setup. The issue is it didn't really go very far. You might have got 10 points out of it, and then it came right back, right? So there wasn't a lot of major moves. Probably the best thing you could have done yesterday was to just buy the low of the day before, right? Tagged it to the tick, and then from there you would have actually captured almost a 20-point push, right? Or maybe it was, just about a 20-point push. But, again, nothing super, super sexy. We did hold the back end of the Holy Orange power level there for 2 tests. So you can see there were still some opportunities inside the chop where you could have made a little bit of money. You even had the pullback into the 200 moving average there as we were launching out, getting back through the VWAP there. So, zooming out, looks like kind of not a whole lot of sexy stuff going on, but there were good, discrete little opportunities in here where you could have tried some of our trades. Again, that failure coming out of the open here, falling back below the VWAP, getting the crossover, and then the tag of the 200. I mean, that is your textbook setup. You even had a beautiful 512 divergence as we tested it right there. And then this right here as well had a beautiful bullish divergence off the low, right off of the power level there. And then I believe this as well, beautiful divergence, pull back to the 200 as price is breaking out. So decent opportunity. And then you had the tag of the hopeful here again with a bearish divergence, leading to a pretty healthy pullback. And you even got another divergence on the second test. And then finally, that tag of VWAP there to push the market towards the end of the day. Another good little opportunity, right? So again, not necessarily, because if you're kind of playing back and forth and it's not going anywhere, it does make it hard to build a position in one direction. But you did get some decent discrete opportunities off those areas. Again, even this divergence off of the hopeful. And then at the end of the day, they came back up to test right into where the market closed the day before. So on Friday, the market closed within a point of where it closed on Thursday. And then from there, brought us here into the overnight session where you can see they have tagged right into the high of the day before, had trouble off the first daily power level there in the overnight session, and now trouble off the hopeful. right? So we're kind of stair-stepping down the power levels now. And you even had a decent opportunity there to buy right out of the open there, buy the pullback to our extension level that we've been watching and trading with for a couple days. So there was a nice double bottom there, a nice opportunity off the power level there. You even got a nice opportunity off the previous daily close as we were failing and coming back to the 200 moving average as price got below VWAP. So there have been decent opportunities in here, but obviously kind of back and forth, right? So that brings us into the pre-market for this morning. Let's go ahead and jump up to those higher time frames.